I'm Kelly, and this is Kelly Hill Yoga's 30 Days of Yoga, day 15. Today I'm in a fantastic mood because, as you can see, the sun is shining. It's January and it's winter. Normally it can be bleak with no sunshine, but the sun is out today, so it's feeding my soul. And I'm ready to show you guys this great practice we have today for day 15. It is a total body bliss, gentle flow we have going on today. So let's get started, and when you're ready, we will meet in child's pose. So just choose to have your knees together or wide apart, whichever you choose for this child's pose. Just coming together to set our intention. So hands out in front or at your sides, forehead rested on the mat. And it's maybe frustrating for some of you when we don't necessarily jump right into things, but having these resting postures at the beginning of our and end of our practice not only creates symmetry, but it also helps you guide you onto your mat to turn down the volume of things that are happening outside your practice. And then it allows you to focus your integrity and energy on the mat for you and yourself. And then at the end, it's always nice to reset that intention before you re-emerge back into your daily lives. So I'll stop talking. Let's just pull ourselves inward to recenter with each breath. I know it's hard to turn the mind off sometimes. So just keep it simple, and if you have to just internally, that little voice you have, just tell yourself to inhale and exhale, just calming our nervous system. With each breath. Breathe into your low back. Exhale, collapse into the earth more. Relax your shoulders. Really melt your forehead into the mat. We're going to start very gently with a little bit of movement. So if you have your hands at your sides or out in front, go ahead and bring them out in front of you. If you had them out in front, just leave them there. And bend in your elbows as you pull your chest, head, and heart space forward and up, almost into a tabletop. Bring your hips back. And just kind of doing these little spinal waves. So a little back bend as you come up. Rolling, pulling that spine up and back to your child's pose. Just a little bit of movement. There's no strict rules how this should be. Just kind of getting all those joints warm and happy. Ready to do some postures and sequences. Nice. Let's come back to child's pose. Take your knees wide if you didn't already have them there. Really sitting those hips back. Arms out in front. Take your left arm over to the right, over to your right hand. Get a stretch in that left side body. Beautiful. Recenter, then take that right hand over to the left, meet the left hand. Not too much movement. Right now we're just opening up in the shoulders. So try not to have your spine shift to the side too much yet. Just our shoulders waking up. Great, let's come back to center. And now this time we will take your right hand and the left hand and stretch a little bit further into the side body. Taking both hands over to the right. Staying grounded through your hips, not lifting up or shifting any too far to the right. Beautiful. Back to center. And then take both hands over to the left. Really great stretch in that right side body. Hips grounded. Nice. Come back to center. And this time we're going to rise up to tabletop. Bring those knees underneath your hips, hands underneath your shoulders. And we're just going to roll through a couple rounds of cat-cow, just real quick. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll through the spine. Cat. Just one more good one. Beautiful. Drop that belly, lift your chin. Nice. Bring it back to the center, neutral spine. Tuck your toes, drive your hips back. Downward dog. Reset and replace your feet or hands wherever you might need. Really waking things up since this is our first downward dog of the day. So walking your feet out, straightening one leg, bending the other if you need. It's totally okay if you're tight anywhere. I am notoriously tight in my hamstrings, especially for my first downward dog of the day with you all. Hips really lifted, up and back. One good round of breath. Setting our intention again for the day. Inhale, reach that right leg up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Beautiful. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Slow and with control. Inhale, right knee up, or right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Place that right foot back down. Take it to the left side. So inhale, left leg up. Try not to use momentum of this leg swing, just really with control. Left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Lift the leg. And left knee to nose. Beautiful. Step back to downward dog. Deep inhale as we bend the knees. Take the gaze forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat for forward fold. Feet about hip width apart. You can let your arms hang in this nice ragdoll. Letting gravity do the work, rocking side to side if you'd like, or if you want, you can grab your elbows, let everything hang down. My eyes are watering so bad right now. Can't see. Really nice. Hanging. Just waking up the side body. Waking up the back body. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine, crown of the head pulled forward, hands on your shins or thighs. Exhale, fold forward, finding depth. Inhale, root to rise. So ground through all four corners of your feet as you roll up through the spine, arms lifted up and overhead. Really deep inhale, finding height and length as you tuck that tailbone. Exhale, bring your hands to your chest. Shoulders pulled down and away from your ears. Just being present in this posture, this moment of this day. Keeping that tailbone pulled down to the earth, belly button towards the spine. It's important to have and know the difference between squeezing everything, like squeezing that belly button in. It's just a gentle activation. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Really reaching. Exhale, fold forward, hinge at the hips. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Starting to move breath to movement here as we run through a couple of sun salutations. Inhale, arms up and overhead, rooting to rise. Exhale, palms to chest. Nice. Picking up the pace. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to plank. In this upward push-up, you can come down to your knees if you'd like. It's totally okay. Neither way is better than the other. Inhale as we press the earth away from us. Hands really grounded. Exhale, bend the elbows close to the body. Lower with control all the way down. Hands reach for our feet. Inhale. Lift the torso, chest and head. Arms, legs, locust. Really squeezing, pulling everything up. Staying here, really squeezing those big toes together. Everything towards the midline. Even try and reach those pinkies together, pulling the shoulders away. Beautiful. Exhale, lower down, hands under shoulders. Shift the hips back and up to downward dog. Really great job. One more round of that. So take a round of inhale and exhale. In this downward dog, resetting our intention and focus. Inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise, arms up, overhead. Exhale, palms to chest. Catch your breath, find your peace. Deep inhale. Exhale, release some of that built up energy. Inhale, arms up and overhead, really, really, really reach. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. It's okay if you're moving at your own pace. It's not necessarily a competition trying to keep up with me. If I'm moving too fast, take your time. Do what you got to do. Inhale, press the earth away from us, separating those shoulders. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lower all the way down with control. Reach the hands back towards the feet again, setting up for locust. Inhale, locust. Chest and heart space pulled forward. Big toes squeezing together, trying to reach each other. Legs lifted, arms lifted, palms face down. Really holding this posture. Slight activation in the glutes so there's not any undue pressure in your low back. Inhale, find a little bit more height. Exhale, release everything down. Hands under shoulders. Shift the hips back and up. Downward dog. Beautiful. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, pull the hips to the sky, finding your posture. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, gently with control, step between the hands. Full body today. Keeping it real, keeping it focused. Gently lower that knee back down, that back knee down. Tongue tied today. Inhale, rise to low lunge. So back knee on the ground, toes tucked or untucked, your choice. Right knee bent and forward. Exhale, open up to the right side, left arm reaching forward, right arm reaches back. Beautiful. Tilt that left hand down to meet your right foot, right arm up and overhead into this twist variation. Beautiful. Tuck the back toes if you have them. If you didn't have them tucked, lift the back knee, runner's lunge twist. If you want, take the gaze up to that right hand, really setting yourself a bit of a challenge in your balance. If not, down at the ground is okay. Pulling that left hand away from your right foot in order, imagining you're pulling it away, not actually pulling it away. My apologies. Just to find that twist. Exhale, lower that right hand down, step the right foot back, downward dog. Really nice job. Round a breath. Feeding that energy. Put a smile on your face. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, gently step between the hands. It's okay if you have to use your hand or walk your foot up there. Lower the back knee down very softly. Tuck or untuck the toes, your choice. Inhale, rise to low lunge. Really having that right hip pulled forward, left hip pulled back. Deep inhale, and as we exhale, let's open up to that left side. Right arm reaches forward, left arm reaches back. Reach that right arm down to the ground, placing it next to your left foot. Left arm's up and overhead. Low lunge twist. Gaze up to that left thumb if you'd like, or down on the ground. Once you find your gaze and feel like you're balanced, let's tuck those back toes, lift the back knee. Runner's lunge with the twist. Really staying grounded. Send a thought all the way down that long leg in the back to the tips of your right toes. Beautiful. Pull that right hand away from your left foot, finding a little depth in your twist. Exhale. Bring that left hand down. Transition back to downward dog. Really nice. Once again, staying here for a round of breath. Feeding off that The energy and heat, we're going full body today. And we're going to do things a little bit different. So instead of lifting our right leg up into that three-legged dog where we're going to use momentum to bring it forward, instead we're just going to bend the right knee, bring it to your nose, and step between the hands. So it's just doing things a little bit different, trying not to use the momentum. Everything is with your body control in order to get that knee up into runner's lunge. Inhale, rise to crescent. Beautiful. Left hip pulled forward, right hip pulled back. Adjust your feet, widen your stance if you need. Think railroad tracks. Not walking a tightrope here. Let's bring our hands in front of us, forearms together. So elbows bent, forearms together. Staying, holding this posture, really squeezing, as I almost fall over, really squeezing those forearms together. Elbows pulled up to the sky as high as you can get them. Staying strong and activated everywhere. Shoulders strong, keeping length in the spine. Inhale, find a little bit more height in those elbows. Exhale, let the arms release down. Inhale, arms back up. Let's step that back foot about half the distance to set up for pyramid. And this is our first pyramid we've done in our 30-day program. So your feet are going to be a little bit closer together, more like a tightrope. Both toes pointed forward, both legs straight, front leg not necessarily locked out. And for this first time, we're going to just hinge halfway. It's not about reaching the ground or folding over that front leg, just feeling the posture this first round. Hands at prayer, at your chest. Beautiful. Just keeping a nice bend in that front knee, not straining or stressing since this is the first time. It's very similar to our stances in triangle, but both feet are facing forward. Nice. Gently start to transition your weight onto that right foot as you come forward. Lift the back leg, warrior three. Left hip pointing down towards the earth. Toes in that left foot pointed down. Not thinking parallel, doesn't have to be parallel, just one long line from the crown of your head to the tip of your lifted toe. Beautiful. Exhale, bring that left foot to meet the right. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, palms back to your chest. Really great job. Reset. Spend a mindful moment, in this second, within our practice, within our day. Just to come back to our mind at where we are, why we're doing this. Nice. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Now, vinyasa of your choosing. When I say vinyasa of your choosing, that means from this plank, knees down or up. That means you may lower all the way down, do Sphinx, and then transition to downward dog, or lower all the way down, hands under shoulders, chest lifted, raised forward,
pulled forward for cobra, or from plank, lower all the way, lower halfway from plank, lower halfway to your chaturanga, rise up to upward dog. Beautiful. Just whichever you choose to do, or you may skip your vinyasa altogether, we will meet in downward dog. This is just, the further you get into your practice, it's where it becomes really fun and starts to become your own, where you choose where you're at in the day in your practice. If you want to skip vinyasas for a whole day, it's totally okay. Or if you want to do 800 chaturanga to up dog, you're more than welcome. Nice. Let's take it to the left side. So remember, instead of lifting that left leg up to use momentum, we're just going to bend that left knee, bring it to our nose, gently step between the hands. It's totally okay if you have to walk anything up or assist that left leg in getting there. Inhale, rise to crescent. Feet are train tracks. Right hip pulled forward, left hip pulled back. Bring those forearms together in front of you again, really pressing them together, activating your chest muscles as we're pressing those forearms together. Not bending over, keeping the elbows pulled up to the sky. Finding height. Just holding this posture for a few rounds of breath, staying strong in our legs. Really squeezing those forearms together. Keep squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 3, 2, 1. Release the arms down. Inhale, arms back up and overhead. Step that back foot about half the distance. Feet set up on a tightrope, or if you need, they can be slightly apart. This is your practice. Hips are square towards the front of the room, or as much or as square as you can get. Hands at your heart space or chest. Hinge forward. Both toes, front foot and back foot, facing forward. Remembering we're only going to be halfway today. Even if you can't get halfway, that's okay too. Doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means you're you. Nice micro bend in that front leg. Not causing any undue strain, because this can be pretty intense in our hamstring in that left leg. Beautiful. Start to shift your weight forward onto that left leg as you lift your right leg back. Find your balance. That right hip is turned down, facing the earth. Really activated in that left foot. Keeping awareness. Once again, remember, it's not about being parallel to the ground. It's about keeping integrity. Holding this posture, really staying balanced and grounded in that left foot. Exhale. Step the right to meet the left. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, palms back to chest. Really great job. Full body today. Getting fired up and fun everywhere. Let's start to just release a lot of this energy with each exhale that we have built up. Start to use the breath in order to bring calm in our nervous system. Really great job, and we're going to start to bring things downstream. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to plank. Once again, vinyasa of your choosing. Sphinx, Cobra, Chaturanga to Up Dog, whatever you choose. If you want to have your knees down, that's okay too. For instance, I'll show you knees down for Chaturanga to Up Dog. Nice long line, crown of the head. Exhale, elbows bent. Inhale, rise to Up Dog. Exhale, shift the hips back. Downward Dog. Really great job. Once we're all here in this downward dog, let's do a couple of hip openers. We're going to inhale, reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right ankle to left wrist, set up for pigeon. So bring that left leg, should be nice and straight behind you. Setting our hips so both are square or as square as possible, not coming on the right or the left. Top of that left leg is nice and grounded. Top of the foot on the left is on the ground as well. You can choose to stay up here, nice and high, just really opening up the hip. If you'd like, you can exhale, come down onto the forearms, or create a nice little fun baby pillow by stacking your fists and resting your forehead. That's just your choice. I think today I am just feeling the forearms, so that's where I'm going to stay. My hips are extremely tight. Today, so I'm not going to try and push my depth too far. Keeping everything happy and wholesome. We're just going to be here for a few rounds of breath as we start to wind everything down, head downstream towards the end of our practice. Today's practice is a little bit longer than usual, but that's okay because we rocked a full body practice today. Great. However you wish to get there, we'll meet back in downward dog. Just ensuring you're being gentle when you come out of that pigeon. Take it to the left side. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, left foot to that right wrist. Setting up to open up the hip on the left side. Just really staying nice and mindful about where your body's at, kinesthetically. And I'm going to stay on my forearms. Totally okay if you want to stay up on your hands or lower all the way down. Just really breathe into that left hip. In order to relax and open it up. Just a few rounds of breath here. Try not to let any negative comments come into your mind. Keeping our thoughts and intentions nice and positive. Keep your mind here in this moment. Don't let it go wander off the mat yet. Nice. Let's roll onto our left hip. Swing the legs in front of us. Lower down onto our back. We'll spend one round of bridge, some happy baby, and then we will finish up for the day. So hips, feet, soles of the feet on the mat, shoulders kind of tucked under. nice and long in your cervical spine or the back of the neck. Squeeze your thighs together as we rise the hips up to bridge pose, really grounding through those feet to find height. Squeezing but not pressuring, just gently activating at the top. Beautiful. Exhale, gently lower all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock back and forth. Soles of the feet up to the sky as we grab the outsides of them. Happy baby. Elbows on the insides of the knees. Drive your heels up as you pull your feet down. This is a great time if you want to add any last bit of movement or posture that you feel you might need today. Beautiful. Exhale, release everything. Soles of the feet back to the earth. Then straighten the legs as we set up for Savasana or corpse pose. Just really wanting to relax and deactivate everything since we did do a full body practice today. So find comfort in somewhere where you know you can be without fidgeting. We won't be here too long. We just, like I said, nice little bookend, create symmetry of mindfulness at the beginning of our practice and then at the end, so we can kind of guide ourselves in and then guide ourselves to close and be prepared to re-enter our day. So let's just take 3 mindful inhales and exhale. Elongating each one in order to calm and relax. If your mind has started to wander, reel it back in. Not ready to leave this space quite yet. Stay here, stay grounded, stay centered. Once again, telling yourself to inhale and exhale if that's what you need to keep your focus. You are more than welcome to stay here in this restful, calm state and guide yourself up and out when you are ready. Or if you wish, roll to one side of your choosing and press up to a seated posture as we close for the day. Legs folded, resting on our sit bones, hands at our heart. Spend one last mindful moment in this second in your practice, inside your day. Really, really, really find gratitude as always, thank you so much for practicing with me today for this total body bliss we just created. I will see you tomorrow for day 16. Thank you. I love you.